Everyone, so today's video is going to be another makeup inventory, and today I'm showing you all of my bronzers. So I do only have 9 bronzers, which isn't that much, but I also have other bronzers in face palettes. So in total I probably do have a lot more bronzers, but I'm going to do a whole separate video for just my face palettes. So today I'm just going to be showing you the bronzers I have in single compacts. So let's just go ahead and get started. Probably one of the oldest bronzers I have in my collection is the Wet n Wild Mega Glo contouring palette. So as you can see, this does have a bronzer and then also like an under eye setting powder. I remember using this when I first started doing makeup, and I remember not really liking it, but I also didn't know what I was doing then, so I kind of want to try it out again and use it some more and see if I really like it. The next one we have here is the Natasha Nona Bronze and Glow. So again, this one is actually a bronzer and then a highlighter. And this highlighter is actually too deep for me, but I really enjoy the bronzer. It looks really orange toned, but it actually works well on my skin. And I do like this. This is probably one of the newer bronzers in my collection. And then another one of the oldest bronzers in my collection is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I remember getting this in one of those like Christmas sets that had a bunch of like Sephora favorites in it. So I did get this a while ago, but I did get a lot of use out of it when I first got it. But I really enjoy this bronzer. It's a really nice shade. Next is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And everyone loves this bronzer. I honestly haven't used it that much, and I feel like it's nothing special. But I'm also not too picky with my bronzers. So maybe I just need to try this out a little bit more and see what I think of it. Another newer bronzer to my collection is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. This is in the shade 01 Sunlight. So I think this is the lightest shade they have. I think they have about like 3 different shades. But this is a really pretty more cool tone bronzer, so I would use this for more like contouring. But I haven't used this much, to be honest. I've probably only used it a couple of times, but it is one of the newer ones to my collection. And then another Milani bronzer is this Soleil Baked Bronzer. So this is really pretty for more of that sun-kissed glow. It has a little bit of shimmer, and it's not glittery, but it just gives your face that really nice sheen. Next is this Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. And I actually don't remember the shade name of this because it ripped off, but I do really enjoy this bronzer. And it does look a bit deep, but it actually works really well on my skin. Next is one of my favorite bronzers. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. And I really like this because it's not completely matte. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. And it's also just a really nice color. It's not too cool toned, but it's not too warm toned. So it looks really nice on my skin. And lastly, we have here my only cream bronzer. So I did recently finish a cream bronzer. And then I'm also decluttering one just because it's super old. So this is the Pixi by Petra. This is just their Multi-Balm Sheer Sculpt. And so they have these in a bunch of different like blush shades, but this is the only kind of contouring color. So it's a really pretty cool tone, kind of almost like a contouring shade rather than a bronzing shade. But I have only used this a couple of times, so I would like to get a lot more use out of this. So that's it for today's video. My next makeup inventory will be my blushes, so stay tuned for that. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.